Hey guys.
How you doing?
Hey guys. Let's see.
Yeah. You see.
Yeah. Anyway. We never do that.
We do.
We did that
do
one time.
No, we did it last time too. I have it on film. So
I just can't trust you after this week. That was basically the conversation.
Yeah, we can't do it right.
Hey guys. Welcome to our 7th recap episode for
episode
22 of Big Brother 22 All-Stars.
Yeah, the only All-Star is what they just brought in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not really in. He's just sort of there, but you know.
At this point, David is more of an all-star than any of them. After this season,
I'm dead.
So
I'm literally dead.
This is gonna be a quick episode.
Yeah, there's not really
recap.
much to say. It's hopefully gonna get exciting. They're trying.
Yeah.
They're like reaching, and they know they're cutting feeds and building props and just trying everything to get their probably
with this new twist and everything.
Yeah, they're trying to get people to give a SHIT again. And
let's just get right into it. So on the feeds, there was a wall yeller. We're gonna start here, and the wall yeller said that Nicole lied about her vote, or Nicole flipped, something along those lines.
Something
and apparently
that Davon
should have known, but now she got confirmation.
Yeah.
Because now, oh, I'm so smart. Now I know she's lying because someone from outside the game told me, just like Ian. But anyway.
But it's okay because unlike Ian, she won't be able to forget about it and then go back on it because she already left. So
True.
I love you, Davon, but girl, that last week, ooh,
it was rough.
It was rough, and this is why I also say do at least one more season of the challenge or something. You need a better go out, a better look for you because you're better than that, girl.
Yeah. So David and Kevin were in the backyard when the wall yeller said this, and of course they ran it back to Davon, and the house pretty much knows about it because Danielle figured it out, told Nicole.
Yeah, of course.
So everyone knows, I'm pretty sure. So that happened, and then Davon this morning and last night tried to do a last-minute flip where she was going to...
But we kind of mentioned in the last video.
Yeah, she was going to convince Christmas and David to vote for her because Nicole and Danny were promising their votes and their children, I'm assuming. They followed through because I'm sure they looked real bad after this week.
I'm actually 50-50 on that. I'm 50% shocked that Nicole did it, but I'm also not because she knows how bad it is and she clearly knew that it didn't really matter, so maybe this will make me look better. I'm just gonna fucking do it. Because with the Ian vote, that was gonna make a difference. This vote, this time, she knew wasn't gonna make a difference, so it was easy for her to try to look like a better person and do it without it making any effect on the game.
I mean, she could have done it.
I still,
but
I
Danielle
still
would have
didn't.
gotten out Ian.
Yeah, well, I still, I don't know. I still wouldn't have expected it from Nicole. So we'll give her a 0.3% of a good job, girl.
Yeah. So David basically told Davon straight up, I can't vote for you.
At this point,
I'm more loyal to Kevin and he's more loyal to me than we will ever be. And I just can't trust you after this week. That was basically the conversation.
Yeah, she kind of screwed herself.
And Davon understood it. She didn't hold it against him.
She was probably screwed anyway, so.
Yeah, she was never going to stay. Christmas was never going to give her a vote as much as she wanted to believe it. Christmas was 100% working on jury management.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with actually the game and her and Davon. It had to do with when you're in jury house for Davon. And Davon
seemed to... What we thought was she would forgive Nicole if she just came clean and honest about it.
Then,
obviously she would have been mad, but then she wouldn't have had any personal issues. But Nicole letting the lie get to the extent that it did. To be fair, Davon made it go that far, but Nicole still didn't say anything when everything was happening.
She was just
and she's like, well, I need to tell her, but I don't know when. It's okay, are you gonna wait till she strangles David out of rage? The thing is once you string,
that or once you string a lie that long. I mean,
the lie worked. They're going home, so you don't need to keep it up.
Well,
anymore.
that part, but it's also once you've been lying for that long, I don't know about you, but for me, you come out and tell me the truth. I'm really? I gave you 15 tries, so on the 16th try, you want to tell me the truth? You might as well just
fact that it's been
off.
7 days, and you wait. You didn't even.
She wasn't.
She didn't even tell Davon. Davon figured it out and then confronted her and it's I know you're lying, and she was oh gosh, well I guess I am.
She told her the truth.
She apparently she confronted Nicole and was
we don't know because the feeds were down, right?
For 22 hours. The theme of this episode is 22. I think it was 22. It was almost a day.
Can't have that in there.
But that basically happened.
We don't know.
Memphis created his two wise guys alliances. We don't even need to talk about that.
It's basically irrelevant. He's
annoying.
trying. He basically made 2 alliances with the same name.
Christmas was like, I'm not a guy.
Yeah, so that made him look a little dumb.
And Memphis was like, it's an expression.
But, he thinks it's going to help him.
It'll catch up to him, and Christmas and Enzo will talk, and then they'll be like, wait, you're in an alliance called the Wise Guys? And they'll vote on it. It'll be a Chilltown example where Janelle and Erica talk, and then
maybe
they'll get rid of...
Potentially, for sure.
Maybe not. Maybe they're not that smart, but...
they're not that... They're definitely not as smart as Erica and Janelle, but that's... Yeah. It's fine.
So, really, only thing else after that was... Davon got
eviction
evicted,
speech, 2 to...
And eviction.
5?
2 to 5, yeah. Danny and Nicole gave her votes. Of course, Nicole was like, I vote to evict Kevin. And then David was like, I vote to evict Davon.
She bolted out of there after she said that too. She was like, I don't want to.
She tried to snatch her wig.
Oh, that was actually a good moment. Davon knows how to make an exit.
Yeah, Davon was like, Nicole's trying to snatch my wig. Like, I blame her. Julie, I'm coming. Just, like, give me a second. Nicole's trying to ruin my wig. But,
it was a nice live moment.
And it was so like a moment of levity from how serious this week has been.
Yeah.
So then, of course, Julie and her dumb shtick of like, oh, make sure we're 6 feet apart. Oh, make sure you put on your mask. I would give you a hug, but COVID. Like, we get it,
I'm
Julie.
Like, no, Julie. We all know the only one you really wanted to hug was Janelle, but you can keep up the lie.
Yeah, and like her like awkward ass conversation with Ian last week, where she's like, Ian, I really think you're a great player. When we come back, and like, it's just like, Julie, are you okay? Like,
Julie's not okay.
Chenbot is malfunctioning. Like, we get it, Julie. Julie Chen Moonves, we get it.
Moonves it is. Happy birthday to Mr. Moonves.
Literally,
apparently. He's a Libra.
She's so annoying. Like, after, what even did Davon say at the end of her speech? But Julie was like,
she was like, I need a margarita. And Julie's like, I'm gonna join you 6 feet apart, of course.
Or like, after her eviction plea, she was like, I too love God, Davon. Julie, please stop. Like, literally at this point, just read the vote number. And then
Julie's gone rogue this season,
so
but
crazy.
It's not really working. But I also... Anyways.
So, that happened, and then we got the Big Brother neighbor twist revealed, where it's still not revealed. We know now who it is, but we don't know what the twist really involves.
It's only for a week.
Yeah.
So it's next week.
So Dr. Will came back, of course, in style.
Couldn't be there when Janelle was there. A little...
That would have been so awkward.
Old lover moment to where Will says it didn't happen, but Janelle says it did happen, but it doesn't matter. They're both married with families. But it still would have been...
Janelle still swears that it happened. Will says it didn't happen. I believe
Will's
Janelle.
more known for lying, so let's put it this way.
Yeah. And I think Will knows how to keep up a lie and a fantasy of fans.
Yeah.
Because people, I mean, I think that's like the most iconic showmance is Janelle and Will.
It doesn't get more iconic than that. The fact that it even happened, like I watched
like Rachel and Brendan as like they're their own thing, but
yeah,
like,
but they
Will
weren't
and
two
Janelle,
legends that came together.
Yeah. And like so
different.
And
then also
they're so
backstabbed
different. Will and Janelle are
but they're not different because they're both Capricorn.
Their personalities.
So they're both queens and kings, and you know.
That's why they didn't work.
Just saying.
It would have never worked. But
no, you
they
need
were
balance. But it was fun. I liked it.
So Will got revealed and gave a little spiel about, picking prizes over power. So I'm assuming it's going to be like the Big Brother 19 opening competition where they were like, oh, someone picked $75,000, but if you pick $75,000...
Someone's getting evicted tonight or whatever.
Someone's getting evicted tonight and a legend's coming back. And obviously someone's going to take the money. And then Paul came back and ruined the season, so let's hope it ruins this season even more.
It's already ruined. So what? Maybe it could save it, reverse. I don't know. We'll see.
So then, the
only part that this one cares about.
Because this is like the only redeeming quality, and I hope it goes well. Because I've not seen this happen where it hasn't been entertaining.
But it is America's CBS. So.
That's true. So if you guys are familiar, which some of you may be, some meaning like one of you maybe. With Big Brother Canada, they have this thing called a triple eviction, where I believe it was introduced the first season. It may have been introduced later, but basically it's like a normal double eviction. After the first eviction happens, the HOH nominates 3 people instead of 2. Veto happens, replacement happens or not, and the house guests vote to save one of the 3 house guests, sending the other 2 out the door at the same time, which is crazy, especially when you have all these like sub-alliances.
Oh yeah, like you could get out a whole alliance.
Danny and Nicole, Cody and whatever, like they could all go out at one point. So that's what's happening, and that's what a triple eviction is, because they didn't explain it. And that's really all we had to say.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Checkmate, CBS. Let's see you try to save this season.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Part. Like, comment, share, subscribe. So.
Hey guys, so we are coming in here.
We were editing the video.
Yeah.
We stopped. Feeds came back on.
We just found out who the new HOH is, and the new HOH is Cody!
Well, it's very on brand.
It's been a good season.
Listen, we might just quit this channel now.
Yeah.
That's...
Literally, within like the last 2 minutes, we found out Cody was HOH. So, that's the new spoiler for us.
It's gonna be a pretty predictable next week. Maybe Dr. Will can do something. The
neighbor twist, the triple eviction now. Cody will be up for, he won't be able to play.
Ooh.
He might be able to be evicted. We'll have to see. So, that's our little spoiler.
We'll keep you posted.